Hi y'all, Easy Slider here. Is surprising my Filipina long-distance relationship partner a good idea? Long-distance relationships LDRs can be challenging, particularly when significant cultural differences and thousands of miles separate two people. If you're in a long-distance relationship with a Filipina and considering surprising her with a visit, there are several factors to weigh before making such a decision. Let's dive into the pros and cons of this idea, especially when the relationship is relatively new, and explore the potential risks, emotions, and consequences that could arise. The appeal of a surprise visit. There's something undeniably romantic about the idea of showing up unexpectedly to see the person you love. A surprise visit can demonstrate commitment, effort, and affection, especially in a long-distance relationship where physical presence is scarce. For some couples, the thrill and excitement of finally meeting in person, after months of virtual communication, can be a significant milestone. But while surprising someone may sound like the ultimate romantic gesture, it can also backfire, particularly when both partners haven't known each other for long or haven't built a strong foundation of trust and communication. Potential risks of a surprise visit, cultural and emotional expectations. Filipinos generally value personal relationships and place great importance on family and respect. However, surprising someone in a Filipino context may not always be perceived the same way it is in other cultures. While romantic gestures are appreciated, showing up unannounced could catch your partner off guard. She may have other responsibilities, such as work, family obligations, or even personal commitments, which could make a spontaneous visit inconvenient or overwhelming. In Filipino culture, having time to prepare for significant events such as meeting a romantic partner can be a matter of personal pride and dignity. The uncertainty of a short-term relationship. If you and your Filipina partner haven't been dating for long or don't know each other deeply, the relationship may still be in its fragile, uncertain stage. You might feel a strong connection, but without sufficient time to truly understand her values, priorities, and long-term intentions, surprising her could lead to unexpected outcomes. Miscommunication, cultural misunderstandings, and mismatched expectations could complicate the relationship further. What if she doesn't feel the same level of commitment as you? If she's not ready for a serious commitment or is unsure about the relationship, your unannounced visit might put her in a difficult position. She might appreciate your efforts, but the gesture could also be overwhelming, especially if she hasn't planned to introduce you to her family or circle of friends yet. The possibility of a bad surprise. Relationships can be complicated, and there's always the potential that your partner may not be as invested as you are. In long-distance relationships, trust is essential, but it can also be fragile. If you haven't built enough trust over time, there's the risk that your partner may have doubts about whether you will ever meet in person. What if she's seeing someone else? Long-distance relationships can cause insecurity, and if she feels uncertain about your intentions or doubts whether you'll follow through with your promises, it's possible that she may have started seeing another person. Arriving unannounced could reveal unpleasant truths, such as discovering she's been spending time with another man or has emotionally checked out of the relationship. This type of surprise could be emotionally devastating and could lead to the end of the relationship. Is it a better idea to discuss plans? The value of communication. Communication is critical in any relationship, but it becomes even more important in a long-distance setting. Instead of surprising your Filipina partner, discussing your travel plans with her beforehand might yield better results. Planning the visit together gives both of you the opportunity to prepare emotionally and logistically for the experience. For example, she can take time off work, make family arrangements, or mentally prepare for the in-person meeting. Coordinating plans will also show respect for her schedule and demonstrate that you are serious about the relationship. What happens if you plan together? Planning a visit together can help you both manage expectations. You can talk about how you want to spend your time together, what the trip will mean for your relationship, and whether you're both ready for the next step. This type of mature conversation will likely strengthen your bond rather than leaving things to chance. Financial considerations. A surprise visit is not just emotionally risky, it's also a considerable financial investment. Traveling to the Philippines involves airfare, accommodations, meals, and other expenses, which can add up quickly. If the surprise visit doesn't go as planned, you may feel that the money spent on the trip was wasted. Worse, if the relationship ends as a result, you might feel doubly regretful about the resources you invested. Should you spend that money on a surprise? If your relationship is still relatively new, it might be a wiser choice to save the expense of a surprise visit until you're both more certain about your long-term compatibility. Instead, discussing travel plans with your partner gives you the opportunity to prepare financially for a successful trip, making the visit more meaningful for both of you. The importance of getting to know her better. Building a strong relationship takes time, especially in the context of a long-distance relationship. Before taking a major step like visiting your Filipina partner in person in the Philippines, it's essential to spend time truly getting to know each other. This includes discussing important aspects of life such as values, goals, family expectations, and relationship timelines. The more you communicate openly and honestly, the better you will understand each other's expectations for the future. Avoiding premature decisions. Surprising someone early in a relationship can lead to rushed decisions. You may feel the pressure to make things work simply because you've invested so much effort in the trip. However, relationships that are built on solid communication and trust are more likely to succeed long-term than those that rely on grand gestures. Respecting boundaries and comfort levels. Your Filipina partner may not be ready for a surprise visit, especially if she's someone who values personal space or needs more time to process big changes. Respecting her boundaries and ensuring that she feels comfortable with every step of the relationship is crucial. Rushing things with an unannounced visit could strain the relationship and cause unnecessary tension. Conclusion. Is it safe to surprise her? In conclusion, surprising your Filipina long-distance partner with a visit can be a romantic gesture, but it also carries significant risks, especially if you don't know each other well yet. The relationship's longevity depends on mutual trust, communication, and understanding, all of which take time to build. Instead of surprising her, it's often better to have open discussions about travel plans, ensuring that you're both ready for the next stage of the relationship. Not only does this demonstrate respect for her life and commitments, but it also avoids the potential for bad surprises. Considering the financial costs, emotional investment, and the complexities of long-distance relationships, it's often wiser to opt for a well-planned, coordinated visit rather than an impulsive surprise. Remember to take a second and subscribe to our channel. It is a little thing, but helps so much. Now let's just slide on over to the next step in your exciting journey.